Hello Flosstube and welcome to my channel, 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿 Handmade. I'm Natalie and this is episode 58. Today is Sunday the 10th of March and if you're here in the UK, happy Mother's Day to you all. So it's been 3 weeks since I was last with you, so today I'm going to show you a finish, some works in progress and my March focus piece and my March new start. We do have the kittens here. I'll put in a picture of what they're doing right now. They've grown so much, particularly Percy, so they may come and say hello or wobble the camera, which is more likely. So yeah, so it's been 3 weeks since I was last with you. I was hoping to come back last week, but no, that wasn't possible. Chronic illness said no, so I'm here this Sunday, and yes, Percy is wobbling the camera. So, is he going to settle? Yes, he's going to settle. Just one moment. I'm back again. So I picked up Percy so you can see him. He's getting really, really big. Aren't you? Getting really big, big boy. Go and sit down there then. That's it. So I hope this isn't going to be a bit of a stop-start video. So if it is, I apologise in advance. So since my last episode that I did with my sister Emily, and if you haven't watched that, pop back an episode, I've had a few new subscribers, so thank you so much for clicking on that subscribe button. And if you're here today for the first time, I'd be thrilled to bits if you would consider subscribing. So as I haven't done one for quite a while, I thought I'd do a little intro into me, my stitching background, and then we will get on to all the good stuff, such as I said, whips, finish, new starts, and some market haul as well that caught my eye, and a new stitchy book. So I live in an old cottage on the edge of the Lincolnshire Wolds with my husband Greg and our 2 kitties, Percy, who you've just met, and Simon as well. I'll pop a picture of Simon. They've got very 2 distinct personalities. Simon's very laid back, and Percy is quite feisty, but they're both very loving. And if you're a long time viewer of the channel, you know that we did have Miss Betsy Cat, who used to like to make a regular appearance. So, and we also do have a zebra finch called Fred. He lives upstairs. He's got a beautiful song, and I think I might have a picture of him. I'll pop it in if I have. So my background is I used to be a mental health nurse. I did my training in York, beautiful city, love it there. And I did that alongside my very good friend Wendy, who taught me to cross stitch. So that must be, I don't know, 25 years plus, because it's over 30 since we started our training. And I loved it. And I picked it up now and again over the years, but it was only really, I would say, 2019 and COVID when I found Flosstube and all the amazing American designers that it sort of really took off. And that was during COVID that I decided to start my Flosstube channel that you're watching now. So I also taught my sister to stitch, Emily. She is an amazing stitcher, much better than me. Simon's looking at the tripod now. Yeah, she stitches on linen, and as I said, we did a stitchy episode together last time. He's looking to get down. There we go. And she stitches on linen. She's currently got some quite big pieces like Pandemic. And we also are having a stitch along for a Hulk Run Hollow, which she is miles ahead of me. I haven't even finished the first block. We also are doing a variation of Jessie Marie's Does Stuff's 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞 board. We're doing a 𝐦𝐵e board, along with my stitchy friend Donna Ray from Flannel Jammy's Farm. And yeah, so that is sort of my creative background. I also love reading, writing. I'm a volunteer letter writer for an elderly lady, and I currently work in the voluntary sector for a charity. So, yes, that's my background. So if you haven't already done so, grab yourself a cuppa, I'm grabbing mine, and your stitching, and let's spend some stitchy time together. So cheers. So let's start with my finish, which doesn't happen very often, because I'm finding, as what happened last year, I'm flitting around a lot. So in here, in my green mesh plaid bag, as they're called, I decided to pick up this whip, which is from Stitchy Princess, and I think I've got a picture of where it was before. I'll pop it in here. So I decided to just stitch along there so that I could make it into a small pillow to go into my corner cabinet there. So I don't even know when I finished this. It's been a while, and if you hear any screeching, they're currently play fighting. They don't hurt each other, but so there we are. So I stitched this with threads from Stash, and as I say, it's going to be a small pillow, and I've got some more of this green, so I can do some more Easter spring charts, which I haven't. I've got a little Easter tree which I'm going to put up there, so next time I film you'll see my little Easter tree. So yeah, I'm pleased to get that one done. You probably know Stitchy Princess. She's a Ukrainian designer. I will link her shop below. And I've got this piece of 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞. I think, I can't remember what it's called. I haven't got this. Have I got the selvage? No. I think it's called Hip Hip Hooray. And I'm going to cut that bit there in the middle where the bunnies are dancing to go on the back. I love this fabric. I think Pauline from 𝐥𝐸𝐤𝐵, because I saw an Instagram post of hers yesterday, and I think she is going to be putting out some bags in this fabric. It's lovely. So yes, I'm pleased to get that finished. So I need to fully finish that so I can have it up for spring and Easter. Put it back with this fabric. Also in here, I don't know if anyone is, after saying in quite a few episodes, excuse me, that I don't like or keep up with stitch alongs, I've succumbed to the Little Dove Designs A Garden Full of Flowers. And the first part is out on the 17th of March, and I've got the kit, which has got all those beautiful colours, and I think it's like a parchment colour, cream Ada. So yeah, so I am looking forward to that. So my focus piece from my Whips Be Gone board for March is one that has been languishing on my whip pile for ages and needs to get done, because I have promised this chart to Nicole, who lives in South Africa, and hello Nicole if you're watching, ages ago. So this is You've Got Mail from Cross Stitcher, July 2017. So if you're a long time viewer, you will remember this. So what I've got left to do is the airmail border and the typewriter, which I thought and I think is doable for March. So I'll show you where I'm up to. So I thought this would be amazing, framed above my writing desk for when I do my letters to friends, and also for when I do my volunteer letter writing. And that is where I am up to at the moment. So I changed the colour of the phone on the pattern. There he is. That's Percy. Look how big he's got on his tail. Huge. The phone is blue, but we used to have a phone, old-fashioned phone like this, and no, that is Simon. Oh, I keep getting them mixed up. That is Simon. And it was red. So I thought I'd change it to red. So yes, I want to get this finished in March. What are you doing? He's come right here. That's it. Yes, I want to get this finished in March, so I'm going to pull this out this afternoon and get the board done. And I found my amazing Home Sweet Home handmade needle minder that a viewer sent to me ages ago. I was looking for that. I love it. So yeah, so this is going to be great above my writing desk, and I do love it. I think it's an 𝐬𝐴 one. Let me just have a look and see who designed it. Does it say? I can't see. It hasn't got on it. Who designed it? Normally it's under the part that gives you all the threads and things. The design size is 100 high stitch count by 40 wide, so it's not a huge piece. Yeah, right. There we go. It is 𝐬𝐴. I thought it was her. You've Got Mail. So yeah, so Nicole, if you're watching, I am going to finish this in March. So if you want to send me your address, my email address is in the description box below. I'm going to pop your address and I will finish this in March, and I will send you this through the post. There will be all clickable links to everything I mention in my description box below, as well as people that I mention as well. So that is my March focus piece. Put everything away so we don't get in an almighty mess down here, which usually happens. So that's my focus piece. So my new start for March, which I'm keeping in another mesh bag, it's an autumn one, is a Madame Chantilly, and it's called Halloween in a Jar. And I haven't seen many people not anyone stitch this. So I just think it's very original. I love the black roses and the black bow, and it's proving to be quite a therapeutic stitch. So I am stitching this on a piece of, let me find the tag, it is Colour and Cotton, and I think it is River Rock. Can't find the tag. Yes, I can. Yes, River Rock, 14 count. And I have to say that this is amazing, Ada. I know my sister got it for me for Christmas or birthday a couple of years ago, but it is just the right what's the word, texture for me. It's not really stiff, and it's not a picture this plus soft. It's lovely. And there is my start. So I've started here. So yeah, I'm using all the cord for DMC, apart from the flowers was supposed to be stitched in the Prairie School of 3371, and I decided I wanted black, so I'm doing them in 310. But this fabric is just stunning. It's grey with a sort of brown mottled, and it's perfect for this. So I'm really enjoying that. I don't know why, I just had a feeling that I wanted to stitch Halloween. I know we're coming into spring and that's completely out of season, but I am a big believer in that you stitch what you like when you like. So I'm hoping to, so I've done that one, I'm on this one at the moment, and I want to do that and the foliage, and perhaps get to the flag for March. So yeah, when we are going back to America in October, the day before Halloween, I cannot wait to see what Halloween is like in America, but it's amazing. And we are staying with our amazing friends, Donna Ray and Tom, and we are planning a trip to Liberty Hill Needleworks, which is in Williamsburg, and on my to get list is some more Colour and Cotton Ada, because it is just beautiful. And I'd also like to pick up some Atomic Ranch as well, because I don't think you can get that here in the UK, and maybe Grace Notes Ada. So yeah, so if anyone has stitched this, just let me know, but I don't think many people have. I couldn't find a date on the chart, but I really like that, it's really unusual. Also in here, I had a very unplanned naughty new start with Donna Ray. I sent her this kit. I had it myself, and I sent her this kit as a little welcome home present. She went on a trip to look after a family member after surgery, so I sent her this little kit as a welcome home gift, and it's the Love Poppet, Wren and Snowdrops, and that is so beautiful. So we decided to have a new start on this. Actually, there's another new start in here as well. So I've got quite a few focus pieces. No, not focus pieces, new starts for March. That's terrible. So that's where I am so far. So this, I am going to have a hoop finish. And I found out that Barton Studios here in the UK on Etsy, they do the frames that you can fit an embroidery hoop in, a bit like Modern Hoopla. Unfortunately, they don't ship to the UK, but Barton Studios do. And if you see that little embroidery frame there, which I've showed you before, the little stand is from Barton Studios, and I will link them in the description box below, and that's who I'm going to get the frame for. So that's my start. A lot of colour changes, but I love it. It's on this beautiful sage green Ada as well. And also in here, I was inspired to start this by the weather we've been having recently. Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day, and we went out and we had lunch out and we sat outside to eat, which was amazing. And today it's raining, it's grey and it's dull. And so I thought I would start this one. April Glooms by Pendle. It's one of their snappers. So you get those press studs, as we call them here in the UK. There we go. And I'll show you my progress on this. It's not very much. I'm stitching this on a piece of 14 count historic beige from 123 Stitch. Oh, and I'm using a combination of the Called For and DMC that I had in stash. So that's just a very small start. I'm going to do it, turn it into a pillow to go up there. But yeah, so I thought that stitching reflected the weather we are currently having. And it isn't even April yet. I think it'll look really cute with the press studs. I think it'll go really quick as well. The blue of the umbrella and the border is Gentle Art Breathland Blue, or whatever it's called. Breathland Blue. I've got it in here. Where are you? Where are you? Here it is. So this is the grey that I'm using for the Raindrops 414, and then the umbrella and the border is that one that I can't say. And then these are the other two Called For. So it's quite a grey, gloomy, excuse me, piece. But I would like some more monthly, there we go, monthly little stitches on my corner cabinet. So that's it. So I'm hoping to get that done and backed as a small pillow, so it can go on there during April. So yes, I've also got two other things in here. No, they're not new starts, but I might as well show you because they're living in here and I always have multiple things in my bags. So these are Mill Hill kits. I don't know when I'm going to start these. Let's get the beads out of that one. So this is Spring Bouquet Collection Seagull. I have a seaside beach theme wall in my bathroom, and Emily did the most amazing Silver Creek samplers picture for me, which I'll put a photo in here. So that is for my beachy wall. And then this one, Winter Holiday Collection, Sweet Sheep. So that might be a Christmas in July new style. I did do the ginger cat. I think I've got like a whip picture of it. I'll put it in here. And I did that for my friend and colleague's birthday because he's got a ginger cat called Teddy and he loved it. So I'll just quickly show you those. Right, moving on to whips. So I've been kind of concentrating on this one, Floral Etchings Heart in Hand, because this is for a friend who's got a significant birthday coming up. So I'm stitching it on a piece of 14 count, I think it's 14 or it might be 16, vintage country cream 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿, and I'm using threads from Stash, and I know the lighter pink is Colonial Rose from Classic Colour Books, and this is where I am at the moment. I have to be very careful because this has got Emily's Christmas project on as well. So that's where I am at the moment. Last time I showed you, I'd done the first flower, so I've done the second, and I obviously need to finish the leaves, and I just made a start. So I'm hoping to get this done by the end of March, beginning of April. Yeah, I do love the colours. So I'm not going to do the blue. What I've decided to do is I've decided to do the Colonial Rose, the gold for the little single crosses, and then the middle I'm going to do the dark, just so it balances up. So the next set of leaves are going to be the dark green, then the light green, and then I'm going to do the dark green leaves on the last one, which is a little bit different to the pattern, but that's what I thought. I hope she likes it. I'm going to get it framed. So I will be, once I've done this, I will be giving this away. So I feel like I've stitched on other things. I'm not sure I brought them. Brain fog. Yeah, let me just have another slurp. I'm loving this mug. The only thing is, I wish, this is me being hyper picky, I wish they'd put the lettering on that side because I'm right-handed. That's me being ultra picky. Right, let me show you purchases, haul purchases, but plans, as well as doing the gift stitching, the April glooms, which I want to finish in time for April, carry on with my Halloween piece. I also pick up my Heritage Crafts full coverage cat. I do want to pick up and pull this out again, which I am stitching with my lovely friend Sharon, who is Magnolia Nana. So if you don't watch Sharon, go and watch her last episode. She had her lovely sausage dog Lucy, and she had an amazing long dog finish that you need to go and watch. So I'll put a link to Sharon's channel below. So we are stitching this together. So I am stitching mine on a piece of Fabric Flair Cafe au lait, and it is 16 count. And that's where I am at the moment. Now it seems to have stagnated a bit, so I want to get this out. Sharon started with the lady in the middle and has moved to the house. I thought I'd better start with the alphabet. And it's just such a lovely stitch, and the colours are beautiful. So this will get some love from now until when I see you again, because I want this done and framed and displayed. So I am keeping this in my Made by Rachel bag, and you'll know she is my favourite bag maker. Look at that, it's beautiful. So let's start with market releases and which ones that I picked. Now, when I saw this, I absolutely loved it, and I think it will go along with my stationery piece. So this is the Tiny Modernist Follow Your Heart, and I think it will look wonderful on that vintage country cream. Although she did stitch it on stone dyed effect by Fabric Flair, so I might try and get some of that. I love that. And there is a stitch with DMC or Anchor, and it is, I'll just flash it quickly, it's a huge chart, which is great. So yes, that will be coming out when I have finished my stationery piece. So I knew I wanted to get that, and then I definitely knew that I wanted to get these, and it will be no surprise that they are the animal crackers. I haven't got the bunny one yet, but I have got Miss Hazel, the red squirrel, and I have previously done Theodore, the ginger cat, which was a gift for my friend and colleague who got the ginger cat Mill Hill that I showed you earlier. So I'll put a picture in here of my finish on Theodore. And I'm also stitching Clementine, which I've renamed Miss Betsy. So I haven't pulled that out lately because, you know, we sadly lost her, but I do feel the pull to pull it out soon because it is a beautiful piece. So that is Miss Hazel. And then this one, which I think a lot of people got, is Bobbin. It's the little mouse. And wouldn't it just be great to get a vintage spool and have it like that? I might see if I can get, sorry for the glare, a needle charm and thread it through like that. But that would be a very quick stitch. It's stitched on a 36 count needle bling linen suede, and it's all Weeks Dye Works thread. I've got quite a few of those, like Lancaster Red, Cocoa, Red Pear, that's beautiful, Pelican Grey, mascara, I would just use 310. So that will go, I've got, you probably can't see, that's a little sewing area with a, that isn't Miss Betsy. I'll put a picture in here, close-up picture, so you can see, but they're my sewing smalls, and I do want to add to that, so. And then the other one that won't be a surprise is the October House Fibre Arts, the Queen Bee because I have done the Honey of a Tiny Town there, and I've done, I can't remember what that one's called, I don't know, but I'll put a close-up picture of those in here. And I've also done Hive Rules, which is a Primrose Cottage, and I need to finish that on that big long frame, but I just love that. Very cute. And that is a mixture of 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤𝐞 and Gentle Art, or they do give a DMC equivalent. So that's my market. I will get the rabbit, the Stacey Nash rabbit, and I might even get the October House Fibre Arts, the Pollinator's Garden, the skinny pillow with all the flowers. So, but that's enough for now. Now, Emily is to blame for this, my sister. She showed me this chart on 1, 2, 3 Stitch from RTO, and we are going to do a stitch along. I think there is a stitch along going on for this, but this is the In the Kingdom of Fairy Tales, and I have got the female. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And Emily is going to get the I'm guessing Father Christmas. They will look really great as companion pieces. And it comes all kitted up. Look at those colours. And I think this is 14 count Ada. And it's got some of that DMC sparkly thread as well. Yeah. So I think, we haven't confirmed this, but I think we might be starting this in July. I love it. I love that. I love her braids, her plaits. And it's just one of those charts and patterns that every time you look at it, you notice something different, like the robins and the little house. So, yeah. Hoping to start that in July with Emily, who will be starting the Father Christmas. Another thing that I picked up, I had for a while but I haven't shown you, is from Samplers and Stitches, and it's the Halloween chart. Surprise, surprise, not. And it's Pendle Hill. And I'll just read you what it says on the back. So it says, this Halloween design was inspired by the famous Pendle Hill witch trials in Lancashire, England. 10 people, 8 women, 2 men were convicted of witchcraft and hanged in the August of 1612. This design uses cross stitch stitched over 2 threads, and there is DMC conversion, and it's weeks and Gentle Art threads, and I love that. And that is somewhere that I would like to visit as well, Pendle. So yeah, that's going to be in my, put in my Halloween chart stash. Then Rachel, my favourite bag maker, had an update. It's lethal, and look at this. Now, when Miss Betsy was alive, I used to love everything, and I still do, calico cat. So white black and ginger, but now I've got the boys, I like grey cats as well. So I love that in their sunglasses and their little berets. And the fabric here, this linen, is stunning as well, with the little crosses and her usual wooden tag. And I saw this other maker on Instagram. I put her tag in here. And I picked up this amazing keychain. Isn't that wonderful? It's quite substantial as well. So this is from 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 Art on she's on Instagram, and she's also got an Etsy shop, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 Art, but I will link her Etsy shop below as well. So that keychain just had to go on my kitty cat bag. So I must find a project to go in my cat bag, or I could just dig out one of the many projects that live in one bag into there. Love that fabric. Rachel always picks the most amazing fabrics. So got to get that. And then I've just got two more things to show you. Now this isn't new, this came out last year and I loved it when it came out, and I just think it's very spring-like colours, and it is from Stitching Book Club, from Kristen at Sapphire Mountain Handicrafts. She's got a new website that's just been launched, which I'll link to, and this is the Anne of Green Gables. And I reached out to her and asked her if she could send me a 2024, and she did. So that means I've got to stitch this and finish it in 2024. So it may be an April start, just to give myself enough time. But that is beautiful, and that is one of my favourite books as well. I have started the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe Stitching Book Club as well. Whip. Emily has finished hers, which when we stitch again together, I will get her to show you that. It's stunning. So I haven't got any plans to stitch on that one this year, but maybe I can put that on my Whip Be Gone board for next year. And then the final thing to show you, which I had on pre-order, is this new Susan Bates book, my cross stitch doll, and I absolutely love this. It's just so much fun, and look at all of the dolls that you can stitch, and you can stitch the front and the back. So I will just show you quickly my favourites. And I should have put some of my little cat tags in here so I could find them. So I really like Jess. And wouldn't it be great to have a little display of this? Of these, I mean. And that's her back. And then when you stitch them up, you put like a little running stitch, back stitch, down their legs. Like her hair. And who else do I like? I mean, these would make really good gifts as well. I like Marla. Great hair as well, and her skirt. Greg really likes, my hubby Greg really likes this one, Bobby. I think particularly because of the wolf on the back of his jacket, because he is a Wolves fan. The one that particularly caught my eye straight away was violet, for those colours, and I love her tights. And she's got great hair as well. So if you've got a daughter or niece or grandchild, look at that. Actually, you don't really need to have them. I haven't got, well, I've got a niece, but she's older. I'm stitching these for me. I'm not apologising for that. I like her in her pyjamas as well. She's great as well with her hair. So, and Lizzie is going to be a definite stitch as well with her rose skirt. I love Susan Bates' designs. And look at those lacy tights. I think, Emma, you did a review of this book, didn't you? Emma Stitches. And I knew I had to... oh yeah, there's Grace. With her amazing hair. Her bun. I knew that this book would be in my collection. James, look how dapper he looks in his little waistcoat and shirt and tie. So this to me is a bit like if you were a knitter and you did knitted animals. I do watch Helen from the Mousy Makes podcast. She is in the UK, she's up in Durham, and she's a knitter, but she also goes on little camper van trips. So I'll link her podcast, her YouTube channel. She's brilliant. So this to me is a bit akin to doing the knitted animals. Layla with her cowboy hat and boots. So I think I could seriously stitch all of these. And if you had a son that was getting married, or a friend, so yeah, and there's the bride, or bridesmaid, Ella. So what is great as well about this book, oh yeah, I have to show you Ruby. Look at Ruby. The detail in that dress is stunning. So the beauty of this book as well as having all of those amazing dolls to stitch, is that you can do a mix and match. Words are difficult today. So if you wanted to do like a mini me, you can select mix and match clothes and things like there and there. So that is great. So if you were specifically stitching this for somebody, you could do a mini me, and there's all instructions of how to make up your dolls. Basically you just put the both finished pieces back together and stitch around them, leave a little opening, stuff, and then ladder stitch. So yeah, I'm having great fun flicking through this, and I cannot believe how many little cross-stitch dolls are in here. All of those. And I can see me stitching quite a number of those. Which one I'd go for first? I really like, I didn't show you Stevie. That'd be a great winter Finn in his Fair Isle jumper, Billy in his dungarees. I'm reading these names backwards. Tina in that wonderful floral dress. Yeah, I could stitch all of those. But I might start with Jess or Violet. Great. So I can't recommend that book highly enough. It's just fabulous. I thought that was my last thing to show you, but I've got one more thing that I won on eBay, and it is very, very old and very, very 90s, but I absolutely love it. And it's this Brucilla kit called Gallery of Stitches Peace on Earth, and it is actually from 1994. There it is. And it is very 90s. It comes with everything, including the frame. And I got this at a really reasonable price. And I did get it from, it did come from America, but the shipping was really reasonable. And yes, I bid on it and won it. I know there is another one. It's a toy shop, I think, but I just love this. And I like the fact that it's all little individual stitches. So if I started this in June, I could do June, July, August, September, October, paint and finish, and it could be ready for December. At this point, Emily is laughing her head off. I know she is. And I really do like this sort of duck egg blue. But I just thought that was a really unusual, quite quirky, fun finish. Yeah, and there is a lot of backstitch. A lot. But I'm a bit like Laura, I Stitch Birds. I quite like backstitching, and I think it really brings the piece alive. But I think this is better held backwards. Backwards back. I think it's beautiful. So yeah. So how many Christmas in July? Well, I need to start in June. But how many Christmas projects am I going to start in the middle of summer? Who knows? And how many have I got already started? Quite a few. Does it matter? No. But I would like to see some more Christmas finishes so that I can have them up for the festive season and enjoy them. So I think that is all I've got to show you today. Apologies, this has been a bit of a rambly episode, but I hope you stayed with me and you've enjoyed it, and you will consider pressing the subscribe button or give me a thumbs up, because that really helps to push out my content to other people that might enjoy it. So until I see you again, which hopefully, fingers crossed, will be 2 weeks, when I will have finished, well, be well on the way to finishing my floral etchings piece, my birthday gift. Hopefully I finished April Glooms, the little pillow, and finish some more black roses on my March new start, the Halloween in a Jar by Madame Chantilly. So until I see you next time, have a wonderful stitchy time and stay happy and healthy. Bye for now. Bye.